Good afternoon and welcome back to another video. Well, it's late October now, one of my favorite times to travel around Japan as the weather is a lot more pleasant than it was a month or 2 months ago. And today we're starting in Nagasaki, the first time I'm visiting the city. And today we're going to experience JR Kyushu's newest sightseeing train, the 2 Stars 4047. And this train runs from Nagasaki Station to Takeo Onsen in Saga Prefecture. So I'm always excited to go on a new train and to be able to get a ticket for this train. It just started running a month ago on September 23rd, so it's very popular. And the train leaves Nagasaki Station at 2:53. So come along, let's start by checking out Nagasaki Station and enjoy the wonderful fall day, the train and the sights as we go from A to B. Well, it was a wonderful fall day. Nagasaki Station is at the end of the line, and you can see the large amount of construction around the station. The Shinkansen had recently connected to this port city in fall 2022, which I'll bring you in the next video, and so there was a huge undertaking to update and renovate the station. And as we make our way to the station, I welcome you back once again to another video. And if you're following my previous videos, you'll note I jumped from Canada to Nagasaki, as I really want to show you these wonderful new trains in Japan before long. And as I mentioned in the introduction, it can be difficult to get a ticket on these sightseeing trains, especially now with the border open. Tickets always go on sale a month prior. So if you are interested in experiencing any of these Japanese trains on the channel, be sure to reserve your tickets well in advance. During the time when the border was closed, I was able to simply walk into the station and get a ticket. But this is no longer the case. And as you enter the renovated station, you can see it's wide, fresh, with high wooden ceilings and easy to read signage. One end has a tourist office and the other has the ticket office. There's little past the gates, so I advise you to hit up the convenience store or the coffee shop should you want anything for your trip. And whether you're coming or going, it's always fun to check out the snacks and gifts that the station has to offer. Every region of Japan has their specialty, so no two stations carry the exact same products. Nagasaki is well known for their noodles, mainly the Nagasaki udon and the Nagasaki champon, and costella, this delicious rich cake. There's also a few restaurants here as well, and if I was arriving in the evening, this looks like a great spot to relax at the end of the day, doesn't it? Well, it's time to head up to the tracks. And any new train like this is going to attract enthusiasts like these individuals taking pictures and videos. There was even a TV program filming this day too. So there's a Japanese TV program out there with me in the background, I guess. Anyway, the 2 Stars 4047 will leave from track 3. And here's the 3-car train today. Absolutely beautiful. I loved how they designed the exterior of this train. Car 3 is on the Takeo Onsen side of the train, and Car 1 is on the Nagasaki end. The doors opened about 10 minutes prior to the departure time. Today we're in 7C, an aisle seat. Even buying a month early, I couldn't score a window seat. But on a train like this, that's certainly not a problem. The almost 3-hour scenic trip will first take us a bit west to the east side of Omura Bay. We'll then work our way north along the seaside before turning inland towards Takeo Onsen for the final third of the trip. Car 3 mainly has seating in a 2-2 configuration. The car is designed with dark wood tones, soft lighting, and illustrations of sea creatures running down the length of the car. The luggage rack above and the baggage area at the end of the car provides plenty of options to keep your bag tucked away. Seats 9 to 12 A and D are these sofa seats, with this much larger fixed table. Great if you're traveling with a companion. I would recommend here 10 and 12 AD, as they're on the left side of the train and face the ocean. The regular seats in the car are simple but quite comfortable for a journey of this length. Seatback has a coat hook and a small pocket for your belongings. The small cocktail tray pulls out from the handrest, and below the handrest you'll have a seat recline function. Seats that face the direction of travel and the sofa seating area has this added table space. There are no power outlets on board, so for a trip of 3 hours, it's a good idea to have everything charged up. And as always, I welcome new viewers to subscribe for continued travel-related content. And a reminder that you can find me on Twitter, where I post throughout my travel days. Jumping over to Car 1, and you can note the similar design, with the brighter wood interior. There are a few differences, however, such as the location of the larger luggage hold, which is across from the single washroom on board. And there's this stamp station, a lovely way to remember your trip. All these JR Kyushu trains have a unique card. Last but not least is the lounge car in the middle, my favorite car of the train. With a variety of seating and tables, passengers can freely come and go to enjoy their trip. Looks pretty enjoyable, doesn't it? Seating in this car is on a first come first served basis, and you can stay for how long or how little you please. And like the other cars, no detail was overlooked. Even the floor is absolutely stunning. One side of the car has the bar counter, which sells a variety of products, and more on that in a bit, while the other has a large TV which rotates through their promotional media. Compared to the Yufui no Mori we experienced earlier this year, which only had half a car for the food and drinks, I'm glad they went with a whole dedicated lounge car for this train. In between the end stations, we'll be stopping at half a dozen locations along the way. Our second stop is Shinomura, a new station for the Shinkansen, in the city where the airport is located. I guess they had some promotion going on, and they offered all passengers this bag with pamphlets and papers about the city, and a pack of 2 mikans. And it being fall right now, these fresh fruit were absolutely fantastic. It was so delicious and sweet. I really liked it. As we continue on our way, I figured it was a good time to check out the bar. The menu is quite extensive, offering drinks. You can see the beer and mikan juice here, light sweet or savory snacks, bento boxes, and some goods unique to the train. Beside the coffee machine, there was this Nihon Shu, Japanese sake dispenser. Have you seen one of these before? I went with the Mika Gin Sour, which uses the Mika Gin produced in Saga Prefecture. So cheers for coming along and enjoying this train. Here's a quick look at the one washroom on board in Car 1. There were some issues with the waterworks, hence the 2-liter bottles on the floor to flush. And often in Japan, people travel with their own hand cloth, so I note there weren't any paper towels here. just an FYI. About 90 minutes in, we reached Chiwata Station, the 95-year-old station built in 1928. It was a good time to get out and stretch the legs. This stop was chosen as it provides an outstanding sunset view, and you can get a glimpse of a rural Japanese train station. "10 minutes later, and the ringing of the bell means we best be making our way back on board. And I think I would love to have a gig where I can just ring a bell like this. Wouldn't you?" A few moments later, we wave bye-bye and continue with about another 75 minutes to go. By now, with the sun touching the horizon, there was a much calmer mood in the car, with the soft glow of the lights overtaking the diminishing sunlight. Almost everyone had returned to their respective seat to enjoy the last part of the trip. Before turning inland, we briefly stopped at Ten Bos, a Dutch theme park with its very iconic building. Overall, this was an exciting trip to take. I really enjoyed the late afternoon service, as you can take advantage of the sunset, and I couldn't have asked for better weather this day. Once again, the outbound morning trip goes a different route, which I'm sure is equally impressive. As we approached the onsen town, one last treat was in store: a little JR Kyushu candy to end the trip. The price for this 3-hour trip came out to 4,700 yen and is covered by select rail passes. Alright, so we made it to Takeo Onsen, and overall it was a fantastic trip. About 2/3 of the trip was kind of along the ocean, and the last third we came inland to the onsen town. And I really love this train. Unlike the Yufui no Mori and the A train, which I already covered, this one they made a dedicated lounge car with the restaurant, and I thought that was a great improvement, as there's a bunch of nice seating, the benches and the tables, and a little bit more comfort for the passengers. They can kind of choose where they kind of want to go and enjoy the trip. And the menu was really vast as well, quite a big menu. I was really surprised. And the train itself was fantastic. I mean, I enjoyed the fine touches, the illustrations of the sea creatures throughout the train, and of course the wood finishing inside. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I really like how they did this train, and it was a great couple hours. Let me know what you thought about the 2 stars 4047. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.